England had just lost a World Cup final, and the moment nobody could stop talking about wasn't the scoreboard. It was a mom walking onto the most famous cricket ground on earth carrying her 15-month-old son. So why did one walk matter more than the result? Let's back up. Here's Lord's Cricket Ground, London, home of cricket they call it. July 5th, 2026, the Women's T20 World Cup Final, England versus Australia. Almost 30,000 fans packed into the stands, more watching from home than any Women's T20 final in history. And out walks England's captain, Nat Sciver-Brunt, for the national anthem, carrying her son Theo on her hip. Hey, wait, is that her kid on the field? Yeah, that's Theo. He's 15 months old, and he's about to watch his mom captain a World Cup final at Lord's. The crowd rose to their feet. The broadcast cameras found her instantly. She held Theo close through the anthem, and within minutes the clip was everywhere online. But to actually understand why this hit so hard, you need to know everything Sciver-Brunt had already survived just to be standing there. Rewind to May 2022. Nat Sciver marries fellow England international Catherine Sciver-Brunt, two of the biggest names in the sport, now one family, one shared surname. A year later, Catherine retires from international cricket. A few months after that, she retires from the game completely, closing out a 19-year career as England's all-time leading wicket-taker in white ball cricket. Then, March 2025, Theo is born. Hey, so you're just gonna jump back into elite international cricket after having a baby? That's the plan. Isn't that hard? You have no idea. Now, fast forward to the 2026 tournament. England opens the group stage strong, smashing Sri Lanka in Birmingham. Sciver-Brunt looks sharp, confident, fully back in rhythm. That first game, she said afterward, was a real highlight, kickstarting what felt like a brilliant tournament. Then, 4 days later, disaster, a calf injury. She's ruled out of the next 3 group stage matches. Hey, Captain, you're benched. For how long? However long it takes to heal. But it's a home World Cup, I know. She doesn't panic publicly. She tries not to let the team see how tough it actually is. She rehabs, she waits. And in the semifinal against South Africa, with England needing her most, she comes back and smashes 75 runs off just 47 balls to drag her team into the final. She'd surprised even herself. Immensely proud of what I was able to do, she said. Not how she'd pictured her World Cup going, but proud all the same. So now it's July 5th, final day, home soil, Lord's sold out. And before a single ball is bowled, Sciver-Brunt does something that has nothing to do with cricket strategy at all. She brings Theo out onto the outfield. Why now? Because I probably won't get another home World Cup. This might be the only time I ever get to do this. She holds him through the entire anthem. Her wife Catherine watches from the stands, along with the rest of the family, shouting her name so loud she says she could barely hear anything else. The moment on the field lasts less than a minute. It doesn't need longer. Then the match actually happens. Australia's captain, Sophie Molyneux, wins the toss and chooses to bowl first. England collapses early, 23 for 3. Sciver-Brunt and former captain Heather Knight steady the innings together, clawing England up to 169 for 5. It's a genuine fight. It's not enough. Beth Mooney and Phoebe Litchfield bat beautifully for Australia, chasing it down by 7 wickets to win their record-extending 7th Women's T20 title. England finishes runners-up, still chasing their first title since 2009. And after the loss out on the field, cameras catch Sciver-Brunt spending time with Catherine and Theo before facing the media in tears. Not really about the scoreboard anymore. I probably won't play in a home World Cup again, so having the opportunity to bring Theo out was really special. And I'm going to cry. I can't really tell you how special it is. She's asked if this was her last World Cup. She doesn't know. I haven't thought about that. I don't want it to be my last. I don't even know when the next one is. I'm just living day by day. But family is everything, and the support we get from our families, our team, our supporters, it all just means so much. I guess that's why the emotions are high. Here's the part that made this moment bigger than one match, bigger than one final. Cricket has spent decades treating motherhood as basically a career-ending fork in the road for female athletes. Play or have a family, pick one. And in June 2026, just weeks before this final, the ICC had quietly rolled out brand new post-pregnancy return-to-play guidelines for players, built around 6 steps: ready, review, restore, recondition, return, refine. What's actually in it: medical and mental health support, flexible training schedules, childcare assistance, baby-friendly facilities at venues, travel support wherever possible. No player should have to choose between representing her country and starting a family, ICC Chair Jay Shah said when the policy launched. Sciver-Brunt walking out with Theo wasn't just a cute photo for the highlight reel. It was that exact policy made visible in the biggest stadium in the sport on the biggest day of the tournament. Fans online called it bigger than cricket, bigger than the result. A picture of a 33-year-old captain proving you don't have to choose between the two things you love most. England didn't win the trophy that day. Australia lifted it instead, their 7th title, still unbeaten through the whole tournament. But somewhere between 23 for 3 and the final wicket falling, a 15-month-old boy sat and watched his mom captain her country at Lord's. And for almost 30,000 people in the stands, and millions more scrolling through their phones the next morning, that was the part of the day nobody forgot. Not the scoreline, the walk.